gentlemen, TNA returns to pay-per-view this Sunday at Victory Road, and listen to this loaded lineup.
Well, can Jeff Hardy regain the TNA title that he and Immortal want back so badly, or will the Icon Sting maintain control of TNA's most prestigious championship?
Both of these men have a legit gripe that they should be the #1 contender for Sting's world title. But there can only be one. Who will it be?
If you never experienced an Ultimate X match, then buckle up, folks. The high-wire spectacle of danger and high risk will be at its peak. Can Kazarian survive this match and still remain champion?
Not just an excellent opportunity for Inc. to prove that they are the future of the tag team division, but Jesse and Shannon can prove they are the now of the division. Tall order facing the very best in the world in beer money.
Just adding, fortune goes head-to-head with Immortal when the phenomenal AJ Styles meets Matt Hardy.
Whichever one of these former tag team partners can draw blood out of the other first will win this very personal grudge match.
Well, in my view, Angelina and Winter don't exactly scream chemistry, even though they are the knockout tag team champions. But the spicy hot cousins are definitely a well-hot-oiled machine.
Loads of history for over a decade between these former friends.
Hello there, this is the Shadow Ranger, and this is going to be my predictions and preview for TNA Victory Road 2011, which is going to be this Sunday on pay-per-view. Well, actually, in my time, it'll be Monday morning, and I'll be at work, so I won't even be able to watch it like any of the other pay-per-views. So I'll just give my thoughts on the matches and just the card as a whole. So, I'm reading the card as listed on the TNA website. So I will start from the bottom and work my way up. First we have Knockouts Tag Team Championship match. The team of Sarita and Rosita versus Angelina Love and Winter. They gotta come up with a name for Sarita and Rosita. TNA's not very... They usually don't just have like this person and this person together as teams. They usually come up with names, and they gotta come up with a name for these two. I'm gonna go with Sarita and Rosita because I see this match as more about progressing the Angelina Love Winter storyline, and I'm wondering what we get. I remember Winter telling Angelina that all will be revealed soon enough. And I'm just wondering, where are we looking at here? I wonder if Winter's not part of some larger plot, just like getting rid of the beautiful people, and she's more trying to turn them against each other, and she's gonna reveal her own partner and get a feud going later, or something like that. I'm not sure. I'd like to see Daphne come and team up with Winter, and they could do a feud with the beautiful people. You would have another good tag team to go with in the division. In the tag team division, they need some more teams. Well, TNA needs more women as a whole. Their Knockouts roster has been severely depleted over the last year. They have got to round up some new faces and bring them in. And I've been reading these reports for like months that some new women are getting brought in, but it's like, I heard for like a while that Christina Von Eerie was coming in, and I've heard stuff about Jennifer Blake and all these other women, but then Rosita just shows up on TV quickly, so I don't know. But I am picking Sarita and Rosita to win. I could see Winter turn on Angelina Love, or somehow Velvet Sky getting involved in accidentally costing Angelina and Winter the tag belts. Like, maybe Velvet finally has enough of Winter and knocks her out, and Sarita and Rosita get the pinfall and win the belts. But either way, I see Sarita and Rosita coming out of this as the new tag team champions. Next we have a challenge match, Bully Ray versus Tommy Dreamer. Just when TNA got me interested in this storyline, they go and kill it. After Against All Odds, they had finally gotten me interested in the Bully Ray versus Devon feud. They finally got me excited. I wanted to see the next part of this. So we get a Tommy Dreamer match. I'm thinking this is just a stall. Like they're gonna finish up the Bully Ray Devon feud at Lockdown. I'm hoping they have like some type of career match at Lockdown. Ray versus Devon, and Bully Ray wins, because separately I see a lot of potential with Bully Ray and I see none with Devon. So but Tommy Dreamer's in this match, so I really don't care what happens. I guess if they're gonna have the blow off between Ray and Devon at Lockdown, he needs to win, so I'm picking Bully Ray. Tag team titles. Beer Money defends against Inc. You know, I have heard something odd about this. I heard more than one person complain about the fact that Inc. got a title shot. They were saying, like, apparently because Fortune is feuding with Immortal, then they're so, in some people's mind, Fortune's not allowed to have matches against anybody else. I don't see how Inc. having a title shot against Beer Money doesn't make sense. It's like Beer Money are the tag team champions. Inc. wants to be the tag team champions, so they challenge the champions to a title shot. Just because Inc. isn't an Immortal, that doesn't mean they don't still want to be the tag team champions. Why? I've heard more than one person. This is like, what is this odd sense of reasoning that the guys in Fortune should only defend their titles against people in Immortal? It doesn't make sense. But as much as I think this match will be fun, I don't see Inc. getting those belts right now. I can see them being tag team champions down the line, but not right now. I think they need a good non-title feud to be in for a little bit, and to build them up before they're ready to be the tag team champions. I really don't see what you would do with Inc. as the tag champions right now, unless you just want to get the belts off them to set up for Lockdown. Because I'm hearing like rumor that Lockdown, they're gonna do Lethal Lockdown, Fortune versus Immortal, and maybe they want to get the tag belts off the Fortune guys so that they can have some other title matches on the Lockdown pay-per-view. In that sense, that makes me think Inc. could win. Like, I could see Fortune screwing Beer Money over, like somebody interfering, that not to help Inc., but just to hurt Beer Money. It's not that they want to help Inc. win the belts. Is that somebody from Immortal just wants Beer Money to lose the belts. Maybe they think that they getting the belts from Inc. will be easier than getting them from Beer Money, and then you have Immortal going after Inc. Maybe they send Gunner and Murphy after Inc. And maybe you do that at Lockdown, Inc. versus Gunner and Murphy. That could work. Hey, I don't think that's what's gonna happen, but it makes sense to me. If Kaz is the X Division champion and Beer Money the tag team champions, and you do Fortune versus Immortal lead the Lockdown, that's 3 of your champions. So you won't be able to have any other title matches. But what could also work is if they make Kaz and Beer Money defend their titles anyway, and they all have to wrestle twice. That way, Immortal's using their power, so they have the advantage going into Lethal Lockdown. Their 4 guys will be fresh, and Immortal won't. And if Fortune won't be fresh because 3 out of the 4 guys have already wrestled earlier in the night. I actually think that'd probably be better. But either way, I'm picking Beer Money to retain. Next we have Ultimate X for the X Division title. We have champion Kazarian defending against Max Buck, Robbie E, and Jeremy Buck. I think this will be fun. Kayfabe wise, Kazarian has the distinct advantage. Max and Jeremy Buck have only been in Ultimate X, I think, twice, and both times they lost. Robbie E has never been in Ultimate X, and Kazarian has won 5 Ultimate X matches. So he would be if you were betting, man, the smart money would be to bet on Kazarian to win. Same thing going in telling about Beer Money, that maybe they want to take the belt off him so they'll be able to have a title match, an X Division title match at Lockdown if Fortune's going to be in Lethal Lockdown. I don't like having Max and Jeremy in this match. I'd rather see, I think it's because they're a tag team, and I hate when they split tag teams up and put them in X Division matches, because like they're working together. It just I always found that a weird thing that TNA would do. I mean, there's plenty of other guys you could put in this match that would be more believable. You know, I mean, you would Jay Lethal in this match or Amazing Red or somebody. Robbie E. If anybody's gonna win this belt from Kazarian, he's the guy. I can't see Max or Jeremy getting the belt. Just one of them is X Division champion. I don't really see any potential with that. Robbie E getting the belt back, I could see that working. I could think of some stuff to do with Robbie E. You know, a lot of people like to hate on Robbie E for no good reason. You know, he's one of those guys. I feel like if you hate Robbie E, you have no soul. He's up there with like Zack Ryder and Scott Steiner for me. If you hate them, you're sick. You're psycho. You have no soul. If you hate those three dudes. Another thing is Cookie gonna be at ringside, and how is she gonna factor into Ultimate X? You know, I mean, it's kind of it'll be a little difficult for her to interfere. So you know that's a factor you got to worry about. And if Robbie E does win the belt, then who would he face at Lockdown? Because Kazarian is supposedly going to be in Lethal Lockdown, so that's a thing too. But considering that I can't really see Max or Jeremy as X Division champion, because then would be like some weird brother versus brother tag team feud, which would just be stupid. I'm going to go ahead and pick Kazarian to win. I could see Robbie E getting the belt back. I'd like if Robbie E got the belt back, because I like Robbie E and Kazarian. So either of those guys as X Division champion would make me happy. I like both guys. I mean, there's plenty of dudes you could put it against Robbie E at Lockdown. You could do X Division Escape. Have Saban show up, Lethal, Amazing Red. You know, you can always get a good X Division Escape match, so you don't have to worry about that. Suicide is always out there. You can put somebody in a Suicide suit and have him face Robbie E. That could be a fun match. Suicide versus Robbie E. I might like that. Matter of fact, I know I like that. I want to see that match. Suicide versus Robbie E. Title or no title. I'd like to see that match. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pick Kazarian. Next we got Matt Hardy versus AJ Styles. You got two really good wrestlers, and as long as they're given enough time, I see this match going very well. The only thing that might hurt it is the Ric Flair factor, is because I'm certain Flair is going to be there. It wouldn't make sense for Flair not to be at ringside with Matt Hardy and interfere somehow. It just wouldn't make sense. So I know Flair's going to be there. I know he's going to interfere to help Matt Hardy. But the question is, do they do too much interference, you know? But Impact yesterday, you know, I have a feeling they're building up to AJ Styles versus Jeff Hardy. You know, AJ made a quick comment about Fortune turning against Immortal, talking about how this all started with them throwing the world title in the trash can, and I think they're going to build up on that more. So I think AJ beating Matt Hardy is to get AJ ready to go against Jeff down the line. Like, I could see AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy at Slammiversary. That could be a really good match. But, yeah, I'm going to pick AJ to win this. I can't see any good reason for Matt Hardy to win. Unless they want to do an AJ Styles Ric Flair feud, which I think that would just be awful. Because I'd also like to see Ric Flair versus Sting at Slammiversary as part of the match, as part of the card. That'd be a fun match to see. All right, we got a number one contenders match: Mr. Anderson versus Rob Van Dam. Hard for me to care about a Rob Van Dam match, so just because Rob Van Dam sucks, I'm picking Mr. Anderson. I'd much rather see him get another title shot in the future than anyone else. Well, not anyone else. I'd just rather see him get a title shot more than Rob Van Dam. First blood match: Hernandez versus Matt Morgan. This will be fun to watch. It'll just be two big dudes beating the hell out of each other. Just beat the shit out of each other for a few minutes until one of them bleeds. You know, you don't get a lot of that. Two big dudes beating on each other, just beat the hell out of each other. You rarely see those. And that'll be fun to watch. So, I'll go with Matt Morgan. Hernandez has gotten the upper hand on Matt Morgan every time they run into each other so far. So I'm going with Matt. And the main event will be for the World Heavyweight title: Jeff Hardy versus Sting. I think them bringing back Sting was just to capitalize on all that hype in the IWC when everybody thought Sting was showing up to WWE and maybe face Undertaker at Mania, so TNA decided to bring him back. I can't fault them on bringing back Sting because it's what everybody was complaining about. Everybody always talks about, listen to your fans, listen to the fans, listen to the fans. Well, all the fans had said for like a month was Sting. They wouldn't shut up about Sting, so they gave him Sting. I wasn't too big on them putting the belt on him, but I reserve judgment to see where they go with it. Sting in the belt, I don't have a problem with it. I'm a fan of Sting, have been for many years, so cool. I like seeing Sting as champion. I don't see it lasting very long though. I'm actually gonna pick Jeff Hardy to get the belt back at this pay-per-view. It'll probably be a big schmoz finish, which I'm not gonna lie, but I think this was just a short-term thing. It was something shocking, something surprising. I could see Jeff Hardy really beating Sting and then winning the belt back, attacking Sting after the match and doing some serious damage to him for a while just to get him some big heat as a short-term thing. We've seen people do short-term title runs before. Remember when Rock and Mankind was trading the belt back and forth for a while back in the 90s, so, Oh, sorry if I sound so tired. I just haven't gotten a lot of sleep this week, so I'm trying to get all my sleep on the weekend. But yeah, I'm actually going to pick Jeff Hardy to win and regain the title. Because they're heading to lockdown. They're going to do lethal lockdown. Then you have sacrifice to set up for Slammiversary. Yeah, I'm going to pick Jeff Hardy to get the belt back. It'll just be a short little nostalgia trip run for Sting. So yeah, only 8 matches on this card. That's good. That usually means that the matches all get good enough time. You need a good amount of time for Ultimate X. I don't expect the main event to go that long. Probably Matt Hardy and AJ Styles. I think they'll have the best match of the night. And we might see a couple title changes, although I'm not betting on it. So, those are my predictions for the pay-per-view. After I watch the pay-per-view, I'll come back probably Monday or Tuesday and do my review and talk about where we go from here. Alright, this is the Shadow Ranger. Thank you for listening. Also, again, I put out a video a couple days ago that I would like to do a Q&A video, so please send me some questions to do a Q&A video. I haven't gotten many yet, so if you're interested, please send some questions so I can do one. If you like my videos, please subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at TJSMITH3. This is the Shadow Ranger. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.